Hi, everybody. Welcome to Decoding Yoga. I'm Eli Aguilar, and I'm very happy to have you here. In December is my favorite month of the year. Um, I love December, so I'm very happy to be with you this month. And this month, talking about a topic that I really enjoy talking because people have a lot of misconceptions around yoga postures. We started this series last week with Priyanka, talking about what asana really means in the yoga philosophy, because unfortunately, we majority of people who haven't studied the yoga philosophy think what yoga is postures. We are complex postures on the mat, and that is only a little tiny piece of the equation. So today I would like to continue talking about the postures, and I like to use metaphors when I teach to my students because I like to think in images. And this image I think is being very clear because people who practice asanas, who practice postures, one not only is hard to understand that is part of a bigger system, that is the idea of the postures we practice asanas to have a healthy, strong, flexible body, to be able to sit in a stillness, to be in a stillness. As we were talking last week, every position that you adopt with your body is going to serve you for a greater purpose. So if the physical body is in pain or is in discomfort, or we cannot use that position for that other greater purpose, then we have to make that body strong and flexible and elastic so it can be healthy. That's the only reason why we practice postures. But unfortunately, we have created a cult around the yoga postures. And one of the things that I hear very often is um, that we have a reference, right? We have a posture, we have a picture of how a yoga posture looks like. And we have been trying to fit everybody into that mold. So I have been using this image for with my students, and they finally understand that it doesn't work like that. So basically, what I use is imagine that a yoga pose is like a dress. If all of us, all of you that are listening, that are watching this episode, will go together. If we go together now to a store, if we all get the same dress, same size, same style, same color, same design, exactly the same dress, the same size for everybody, what is it going to happen? That dress, for some of us, is going to fit perfectly. Like it was made for our body, it was made for our taste, it was made for us. Some others maybe will like the dress, but the dress, we can take it with us, but we can take it to the tailor and they can fix it, they can cut it here, they can add a little bit more, they can extend some part, they can put elastic somewhere. So we modify the dress and then we can use it. Some others will take the dress, maybe it doesn't fit very well right now, but I will take the dress, we will take the dress with us because we like it, and we work around the things that we need to work. Maybe we need to gain a little bit of weight here, maybe we need to accommodate a few things there, maybe a little bit of exercise here and there, and then we will enter into the dress. Some others, the dress, it doesn't matter what you do to the dress will never fit you because it's too small, it's too short, it's too big, it's too loose. It won't fit you. It doesn't matter how much you modify the dress, it doesn't matter how much you do, it will never fit your structure. And some others, maybe the dress will fit, but you don't like it. It's not your style, It's not the color that suits you, you just don't like it, right? So if that is true to address, how come we have created this idea that this is a posture that everybody has to fit in, that everybody will like, that everybody will enjoy, and that everybody will benefit from? That is not true. Some postures we will do the posture and it will feel amazing. Some others we will have to use a strap or a block or a cushion, and then we can modify. Instead of extending the arms, we have to flex the elbows. Instead of doing with both legs at the same time, we have to do asymmetrical. So when we do one leg is doing one thing, the other one is doing another thing. We will need to modify the pose somehow, and then we can enjoy it. Some other postures we will need to, okay, let me work on lengthening and stretching my hips, my hamstrings, my glutes, strengthening my upper body, and then I will be able to do the posture. Some other postures, it doesn't matter how much you practice, they will never happen, because the same mechanic of the posture, the same mechanic of the asana requires certain amount of, I don't know, the degrees in the range of motion, and we don't know the shapes of the bones, and we will be limited because of the shape of the bones, and maybe we will never reach the toes in triangle pose. That's my case. In the moment that I open my legs, I abduct my hips and I flex over my pelvis to try to reach my toe in triangle pose, my pelvis is already meeting the femur. So it's not about how much I lengthen my muscles and I lengthen my torso or the length of my arms. My pelvis is already meeting the femur. When I abduct my hips, whatever shape they have, they are already compressing each other and they stop me so I cannot keep going towards my toe. So some postures will never happen for some of us. And some others we will be able to do, but we don't enjoy them. Headstand, for example, is a posture that doesn't suit me. I had an accident 25 years ago, and my neck, my cervical spine is not exactly in the right position. So when I do deep inversions, it just doesn't suit me. So I can do headstand, yes, I can, but it just doesn't feel good. My neck is just in pain. It doesn't matter how much weight I put in my arms. So it's a dress that I will never wear because it just doesn't suit me. So, what I'm trying to say with this is that hopefully this month that we're talking about how all this importance that we have put around the postures, we really understand that not all postures are for everybody. And not everybody will like all the poses. So I would like to invite you to actually stop or avoid putting value on you as a yoga practitioner or um, or on your yoga practice based on the postures that are accessible to you or the ones that are not accessible to you today, because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We need to keep remembering, and I'm going to keep reminding you that yoga is not about asanas. Asanas is only a way to keep our body healthy, strong, and flexible in order to stay in stillness and be able to perform a greater action, a greater act, even if it's eating. Eating has to be something that we do mindfully, that we understand, that we are giving health to our body, our mind. Postures have to serve something else. By judging us, and unfortunately this is what has happened in the yoga world, people judge and talk about how advanced the practice of someone is because of the degree of posture that that person can do or cannot do. We can be very advanced yoga practitioners without even practicing one asana in our life, not these shapes that we have created as yoga postures, because yoga is what helps you to be a better human being. Putting your feet behind your neck, if it's not going to serve that purpose of becoming a better human being, it's just a performance. It's just a show, which is great, but it's not yoga. So asanas are not yoga. Next time when people ask you, have you practiced yoga today? You can say, I practice yoga 24/7. Hopefully that's the idea, right? Um, so remember, not all the poses are for you. You are not for all the poses, and that's okay. We need to get whatever we can get, whatever we need to get from the postures. Yes, keep working, keep improving, keep giving our body what our body needs. Some of us needs flexibility, some of us needs strength, some of us need connection between the breath and the movement. Some of us need mindfulness, awareness. This is what I needed. When I came on the mat, what I needed was something to help my mind to be quiet for a moment because my mind was always 2,000 kilometers per hour and I was exhausted. I remember praying to God, God, I need a break from myself. My mind doesn't stop and I'm exhausted of myself. And on a mat, I found that while doing a posture. So now I practice postures with the goal of become present, of being mindful, of being here and now, of being aware of where I am, how I feel, to reflect on my life and how I respond to others, how I react to others. That's it. So let's make pieces with that. Let's find the dress that works for you. Let's find the dress that fits you, that makes you feel good, that makes you feel beautiful, that makes you feel happy. Because when you are happy and when you love yourself, it's easier to share that happiness and love with others. So thank you so much for listening today. I hope this mental image of the postures will help you to be more compassionate about you and to approach to the asanas from a personal perspective, without thinking that you should look like something else, somebody else, because you are unique. You are perfect the way you are. You don't need more or less. You are perfect the way you are. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. And I will meet you back here next week with another topic around this cult that we have created around the asanas that we practice in yoga. Thank you so much. Have a lovely rest of the week. Bye bye.
Hi, and thank you so much for watching this video. After so many years of teaching in yoga teacher training courses, I realized that a lot of people don't understand exactly what yoga is, or they have a lot of misconceptions and doubts. And that's why I created the podcast Decoding Yoga. Every week, I share a new episode with you where I talk about cues, about postures, about yoga as a lifestyle, about these myths, these doubts, these ideas that we have been repeating in yoga classes, and we don't even know what they mean. We don't understand what those cues mean, and we keep repeating them. So we have repeated so many times that we believe they're true. So I hope you can join me in the next episode. You can watch the video here, or you can look for the show in any of the audio platforms available. And if you have a question, a doubt, you have heard a myth about yoga and you want some clarification, let me know below this video and I will be happy to create a program to reply to you. Thank you.